Hey guys, I am lit today. I'm a little bit irritated. So I just came back from getting my vehicle serviced. When I was waiting in the waiting room, I saw a security officer who's assigned to a well-known federal contract. First thing that I do is I look at the uniform because that interests me. Next, I look at his duty belt and I find 2 empty magazine carriers. If there's 2 empty magazine carriers, what might be missing next? That's right. He turned to the right, and there is no handgun in the holster. That actually looked like a Safariland triple retention holster, by the way. Not one gun in that holster. He's not wearing any body armor. He's there to service one of his vehicles, one of the government contract vehicles. You guys don't want to believe me? Well, I took a photograph of this vehicle. It's a contract security company. There's no markings on it because they're on a federal contract. They don't want anybody to know who they are. And this is it. I took a picture of it. I don't even know where to begin. This is just stupidity. And I'm not saying on the armed securities, I'm not saying this is the armed security officer's fault. I think that this might be an employer issue. I don't see a security officer taking a security vehicle to get it serviced on his own dime. He's probably on the clock. What do you guys think? I think that the employer, the so-called leader, is the one who sent this armed security officer, or actually unarmed security officer, to get the vehicle service. Now the contract, I'm not going to get into specifics because this is a security sensitive contract. This officer gets paid over $40 an hour. In this contract, the government houses some of the most dangerous people. Some of the most dangerous people who enter the United States of America. That's who they house. So if I was a bad person, a member of a CTO, criminal trade organization, I can make this guy very useful to me, and I'm not going to go into details. He's easily accessible. He's not armed. Now, how do we fix this? I think the argument would be in California, well, this guard is not going to or from work. I think that's the argument. And because of that, he has to put the firearm away. I think that's a valid argument. But my argument would be that the oil change or the service center where he was directed to, that place is part of his scope of employment. That's temporary part of his workplace because his work duties are to get an oil change, to service the vehicle for repairs. That's part of his work. This is part of his work route. And that would be my argument. Now, you have to form your own argument. My argument may be a good one, maybe it may not be a good one. Ultimately, it would be up to the regulatory agencies to decide. Is there another way that we can do this? I think so. I think out of this 200 officer contract, maybe you could put someone in plain clothes. Put them with body armor, allow them to be less of a target, but you don't put them in these contract vehicles. And I know the name of the security company. I mean, they have $1 million, if not $1 billion contracts. But this is too much. You're putting your officers at danger. So that's all I have. If you have any comments, concerns, and I know you do, let's hear it. Take care.